Hey there, Dan Martell here, serial entrepreneur, investor, and creator of SaaS Academy. In this video, I'm going to teach you what to look for in your first 10 SaaS customers to make sure that they don't suck the life out of you, send you down a rabbit hole of product roadmap and development, but instead teach you things, bring you insights, and help you get more customers. And be sure to stay to the end, where I'm going to share with you a framework called the Customer Case Study Creator, where I'm going to show you 4 steps to creating case studies that sell potential prospects and visitors to your website to sign up for your trials or sign up for a demo. So I've been in the SaaS space for almost 20 years, and when I look at some of the titans, we're talking Basecamp, FreshBooks, Shopify, and ClickFunnels more recently, 100 million a year ARR business in like 4 years. There's something I've seen that all of them shared in regards to their early customers, and this is where I think the real power comes from, making sure that you don't make the wrong commitments to the wrong communities too early. And what I've seen as a general rule of thumb is many of them came from agencies or consulting. Right? So if you think about it, when you're serving a customer that has a problem and you build a tool either for them or because you had the problem servicing them, so you built the tool to do a better job working with them, that's where the real innovation comes from. And what I've done is I've extracted the 5 traits for you to make sure that you get the best out of those first 10 customers to help you be successful. Here they are. Number 1 is you got to make sure they're early adopters. Now, I've said this so many times in other videos, but you can spend a lot of time with laggards. Just because somebody's willing to give you money for your solution does not mean they're the right customers. Why would you want to work with somebody that's a late adopter? They have a crazy pain. You're like, but Dan, they're willing to pay us. It's like, the reason that customer, if they're a laggard or a late adopter, the reason why they're buying is because they're in big trouble. Their business is not growing. Their business is being challenged, and they're going to have you come in and build a solution and customize what you've built so far for them that's going to bring you down the wrong track. You're going to build a solution that's relevant for people that are failing, not that's going to have the feature sets and the flows and the structure to actually support those that are innovating in their industry. So number 1, you've got to make sure that those first 10 customers are early adopters. Number 2, pay you. Now, you might think, well, Dan, what if I can get inside a customer to get a case study and a reference, and they're like what I call a lighthouse customers. I hear what you're saying, but here's what I've learned over the years. And trust me, I did a deal with a major bank, and that would have been incredible social proof on our website to have them, but I still, in the early days, made them pay. Even for them, a rounding error in their revenue. Okay, literally it was $50K, and to them it was like they probably didn't even notice it, but I wanted their commitment. There's something that changes magically when somebody exchanges money for your solution. All of a sudden they prioritize things properly, they value it, they give you high quality information, and if you don't get them to pay you, then you're going to be frustrated, your team's going to be pissed off because they're going to be like, hey, I want to get this customer using our product, but they're not responding to my emails, they're not using the solution, they said that they would do this and they haven't gotten back to me. So you will waste a lot of time if you don't use the payment as a filter. So you have to make sure that those first 10 customers pay you something to use your solution. Number 3, teach you. Probably my favorite thing about the best customers is they're going to teach me more about the solution and the market and the pain that they're trying to solve than anybody else or any kind of customer research or customer development I could pull off on my own. Because if you think about it, the best customers are ones, ideally when you're going to validate the market, are ones that had the pain and solved it themselves with a custom workflow, a script. They hired some developer to build a little solution, but essentially they felt the pain so much they solved it themselves because they probably already went out to the market, evaluated different solutions. They've looked at those and realized that those ones were good in some areas and lacked other ones, and they went and they moved forward without it. And your solution could be a replacement for those scripts or those workflows, and they'll tell you so much more about the industry after the fact. They're going to be excited for your solution. To me, when I think back of all the different products I've built and the customers, it really helps shape the future of the solution and how we went to the market and how we messaged the product. Those customers I owe so much. It's almost like they were an extension of my team, And that's what I want for you. I want you to make sure that you ask yourself, would this customer teach me stuff about the industry, or are they just looking to use our product and then kind of move on? 4, repeatable process. At the end of the day, if you get a new customer and you had to change anything about that process, how you got them as a customer, what you presented to them, what they bought, the solution, if you have to tweak that every time you talk to a customer, then you're not building a repeatable process. And to me, the first 10 is this kind of like trying to connect the dots. What was true about the conversations? What did I say? What did they say? What problems did they explain that when we said we have a solution for that, they got the most excited about it? And can I, in the next conversation, so customer number 3, 4, 5, start to build some repeatability in the conversation and the marketing flow and the sales process, so then I can take that to the next level. I think it's so important that even in the early days, you're looking to pattern match. You're looking for the things that are similar in that process so that you can build repeatable, scalable growth in your business. So even though it's early and you don't even have any customers, if you're going for those next 10, try to build some repeatability in how you reach out to them, get them engaged, and eventually have them as customers. Number 5, case study. At the end of the day, birds of a feather flock together. Your role in a sales process is to not only identify their pains and talk about your solution, but then tell them a story of a company just like theirs that are using your product and getting results today. So if you're gonna go after and try to give discounts or get people on board and really invest in those first early customers, you wanna make sure that they're open to do a case study if they deliver or you deliver the results that you've committed to. And that's an early conversation. But in doing so, and this is cool because you can do it a few ways. You can ask them to do a podcast interview. You could ask them to do an interview for your blog. You can do a formal case study for your website. You can do a bunch of different ways. You can ask them to put their logo on your homepage. But to me, those early customers are really going to set the tone for the market you're going after, and other kind of companies that you know you could create a lot of value for that are like them, that are going to see those logos and go, oh, well, if they're using it, then I need to be using that. But if you can't get that commitment up front and really write that case study properly, then it's not going to have the impact that you need, and you might as well save your energy with that customer, go find the next one, and have them come back later when you've kind of built out the business further. So quick recap on what to look for in your first 10 SaaS companies. 1, early adopters. 2, they pay you. 3, they teach you. 4, repeatable process. And 5, case study. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I want to share with you an incredible resource called the Customer Case Study Creator. It's a 4-step process that you should be using to extract case studies from your customers that are getting incredible results, designed to tell a story that connects with a visitor or a potential prospect to show them that your solution has helped other people just like them and really reinforce their pain and the opportunity of using your solution. So be sure to click the link below to download your copy of my Customer Case Study Creator. And if you like this video, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. If there's anybody you think this video could serve, feel free to share it with them. As per usual, I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday. Make some money, learn.